The global economy is on edge. Former President Trump's trade tariffs, a defining feature of his presidency, have cast a long shadow over the economic landscape. While the stated aim was to protect American jobs and industries, these tariffs have ignited trade tensions, disrupted global supply chains, and fueled uncertainty in financial markets. Now, as economic indicators flash warning signs, fears of a recession loom large. The possibility of an economic downturn, fueled in part by these trade wars, is a topic of intense debate. Experts and analysts are scrutinizing economic data, assessing the potential fallout from these protectionist policies. Former President Trump, known for his bold pronouncements and unwavering self-belief, has surprisingly acknowledged the possibility of a recession. However, true to form, he has stopped short of making definitive predictions. This cautious approach, a departure from his typically assertive style, underscores the complex and unpredictable nature of the economic forces at play. His reluctance to rule out a recession suggests an awareness of the potential risks associated with his signature trade policies. The question remains, do these tariffs represent a calculated gamble to renegotiate trade deals, or are they a reckless gamble with the U.S. economy hanging in the balance? Economic forecasts paint a worrying picture, adding weight to recession fears. The Atlanta Fed's GDP-NL model, a closely watched barometer of economic activity, has been revised downward significantly. The latest projections point to a contraction in the U.S. economy, a stark contrast to the robust growth seen in recent years. Adding to the concerns, inflation, the arch-nemesis of economic stability, is rearing its ugly head. After a period of relative calm, inflation has ticked upwards, eroding consumer purchasing power and raising the specter of stagflation. This toxic combination of stagnant growth and rising prices could have severe consequences for businesses and households alike. The current economic climate has unsettling echoes of the 1970s, a decade marred by stagflation. During that turbulent period, the U.S. economy was plagued by slow growth, high unemployment, and soaring inflation. The combination of these factors created a perfect storm that proved difficult to tame. Today, as inflation creeps upwards and growth falters, fears of a repeat performance are growing. The parallels to the 1970s serve as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of unchecked inflation and the challenges policymakers face in navigating such treacherous economic waters. Section 5. Trade tariffs. A catalyst for economic downturn? At the heart of the current economic unease lies the question of trade tariffs. Former President Trump's decision to impose tariffs on goods from China and other trading partners has undoubtedly disrupted global trade flows and increased costs for businesses and consumers. While proponents of these tariffs argue that they are necessary to protect American jobs and industries, critics contend that they are a drag on economic growth and a catalyst for recession. The tariffs have introduced uncertainty into the global trading system, making it difficult for businesses to plan for the future. Section 6. Market jitters. Investors react to recession fears. The uncertainty surrounding the economic outlook has sent tremors through financial markets. Investors, known for their aversion to risk, have reacted to recession fears by shedding risky assets such as high-flying technology stocks. This flight to safety has sent shockwaves through stock markets, wiping out trillions of dollars in market value. The sell-off in the stock market is a clear indication of the nervousness gripping investors. As economic data deteriorates and recession fears mount, investors are seeking refuge in safer havens, such as government bonds and gold. This shift in sentiment reflects a growing belief that the economic expansion may be coming to an end. Section 7. Expert opinions, voices of warning, and calls for caution. Prominent economists and investors have not been shy about voicing their concerns about the state of the U.S. economy. Michael Burry, Jeremy Grantham, and Bill Gross, renowned for their prescient market calls, have all sounded the alarm about a potential recession and a stock market crash. Their warnings, based on years of experience and analysis, carry significant weight. They point to a range of factors, including the trade tariffs, rising interest rates, and slowing global growth, as reasons for their pessimism. Their insights provide a sobering counterpoint to the more optimistic pronouncements from some quarters. Section 8, long-term consequences, a legacy of economic uncertainty. The long-term consequences of former President Trump's trade tariffs are still unfolding. While it is too early to fully assess their impact, there is no doubt that they have introduced a significant element of uncertainty into the global economy. This uncertainty is likely to persist for years to come, as businesses adjust to the new realities of global trade. The tariffs have the potential to reshape global supply chains, accelerate the decoupling of the US and Chinese economies, and lead to a more fragmented global trading system. Section 9. Conclusion. Navigating the choppy waters of trade policy. The global economy is sailing into choppy waters. The trade tariffs, a key legacy of the Trump presidency, have created a climate of uncertainty and fueled fears of a recession. Economic indicators are flashing warning signs and financial markets are jittery. The coming months will be crucial in determining whether these fears are realized. Policymakers face the unenviable task of navigating this treacherous economic landscape, balancing the need to protect domestic industries with the imperative of maintaining a stable and open global trading system. The choices they make will have far-reaching consequences for the US and global economies for years to come.